Sean, did you notice anything about Ryan Watson's offseason that led you to think he could have the start that he's having?
Well, I think not only Ryan, but the whole team was more just committed. I mean, guys were in there working, taking ownership of the football team, and really trying to perfect their craft. I think Coach Hudson always talks about how he saw Watson and someone walking around with his shirt off. He started getting a little six-pack or something. But, I mean, it's just hard work, making a commitment to your team and your coaches, and then, I mean, obviously it shows on game day.
Last week you struggled a little bit with contain on the edges, and it seemed to be a little bit of a problem today as well. What can you attribute that to?
Well, I have to look at the film to see who lost contain. I thought we did a pretty good job on the speed sweep, which I was concerned about coming into the game. I thought the coverage rotated down, and they made some good plays by the safety. But you know, you got to keep the ball contained at all times.
Ryan, we've heard from a couple people that you had a pretty good off season. Just what did you try and focus on, and do you feel like it is, you know, serving you pretty well right now?
Well, to piggyback off of what Sean said, I feel like the whole team stepped up on the offseason, and I feel like it was easy for me to just prepare to be relentless and just reshape my body and just be productive this year.
Tight end Pruitt seemed to have a pretty big day. Why did you guys have some trouble slowing him down?
He's just a great player. I don't know how tall he is, but I mean, he's a big, thick guy that can run, and he makes plays when they're presented to him. You know, it's just about individual battles, and you know, we've won some and lost some, but you know, he's a big-time player. I'm sure he'll have a long career.
Ryan, you guys got good pressure on them and seem to rattle their quarterback at times, and that seems like it's been an improvement pretty much from last season, just in general. Was that a focus in the offseason of just being a better team as far as getting that pressure on the other team?
Yeah, that was a big focus. You know, we just wanted the whole D-line to be relentless and get pressure and just be productive all year, and that's what we've been working on.
Daryl, the improved pressure you guys are getting on the quarterback, what's been the key for that, and how important is that to continue?
That's going to be big for us going down the road. You know, we're showing so many different looks. We're bluffing and backing out. Sometimes we're bluffing and we're coming. And I mean, we're giving a lot of different looks. So sometimes that gets guys confused up front. All of a sudden, their pass set's a little bit different, where they think they're setting on one guy and another guy's coming. And so I think the defensive staff has done a great job of scheming up some of those blitzes that allows us to keep pressure on people.
You spoke a little bit to the energy and kind of intensity of the defense, showing up a lot in the swarming.
Right.
I guess, what do you attribute that to? Is it just kind of an attitude, and then how has that helped them these last two games specifically?
Well, that's an emphasis our coaches have put on since we started camp. I mean, you know, before every game, Coach Hudson asks us, what's our job, and then to get the ball back, and how do we do it? We run the ball. And it's going to take us. I mean, that's the thing about defenses. We're going to miss tackles, and we want people to try to take shots and make the big play, knowing that there's 10 other guys busting their tails to get to the ball. And it's a 100% mindset. It takes zero talent to run the ball. So it's really encouraging when you see guys. And I remember the Notre Dame game, and obviously we'll see some on this game, I'm sure, on film. But there was a play where the running back went downfield, and the biggest guy on our defense, Razan, was, I mean, hauling downfield and ended up making the play. And you know, you look at that, and when you see guys on your team doing that, you know, whose body type shouldn't allow them to do that, it's really, really encouraging. Just because, like I said earlier, it's guys playing for each other on the team.